Hello, I'm Zardus, and let's play Transport Fever. Welcome back to the Prairie Transport Company, and we are going to do episode 3 today. And what I'm doing is I'm kind of looking at the map a little bit to figure out what we want to do. The next thing I know I want to do is I want to start getting into trains a little bit. And to begin with, I want to come over here and I want to take food from this farm to this processing plant, and then we're going to take the food up to Chicago. So it's going to be pretty expensive. I'm going to go ahead and get the game running here, and we're going to have to take out some loans to do this. But the loans, I think I talked about this last time, that the loan interest is only at about 1.5%. So if we take out, say, $1 million in loans, we only have to pay $15,000 a year for that. So in essence, what we need to do is anytime we take out a loan, we have to make sure that we're going to earn more than that in profit before it is profitable. And I'm pretty sure this train line is going to do that. So we will go ahead and take out $1 million in loans, and I am actually going to pause it again. Now that I said that I was going to let it go, we are pausing. But anyway, we're going to do, this is a cargo station. It can be a terminating station here. And we're going to put it, let's give it plenty of space. We can't have it way back there. We can have it here, and that should allow us to expand if we need to, but I don't anticipate expanding. But anyway, let's go ahead and find a cheap spot here. $87, there we go. Let's do right there. And then this one may actually end up being a pretty big station. So let's do a through station first of all. We'll put it over here, but let's build a road to the station. It's the cheap road. And we'll come back over here and we can get this in here now. But we will put it at an angle like this, I think. That'll do. I want to put it there because we might pull from this farm eventually as well. So in the meantime, we will go ahead and this train, let's do, I should have done this before, but let's expand 2 platforms. That was a little bit of a waste of money, but that's okay. Alright, so we're going to bring our train track over here. We're going to do it in small segments because it automatically terraforms, which is not something I particularly like. But we can tweak it a little bit to get the cheapest cost, and at this point in the game, every not every dollar counts, but every $1,000 counts. Actually, that's the best spot there. We're going to go wide like this. And then we're going to curve in. Like that. But let's actually do this in smaller segments here. We'll come this way. Now we'll come... lots of clicking here. Alright. So we'll go into here. 16,000. And then what we'll also do is we'll get the depot built here. I'm going to put the depot over here. and I'll tell you why in just a moment. So what I want to do is I want it to be a depot for both the track over here and the track going up to Chicago. So what I may have done is done this too close. Nope, that'll work. I want to go that way. And we're going to auto-save here. Want to go that way. And then we'll have the other way in a moment. Actually, let's get all of the track built, and then we will figure out how much money we need for to buy the trains. So up here in Chicago, one thing that you have to pay attention to is the this is residential, commercial buildings. So we need to find commercial buildings that are going to demand food. Except what I think I want to do is put the station, the freight station, actually, let's put it down here. We'll put the freight over here. And then what we could do is have a through station down here, because we'll probably have stuff coming from other places as well. But if we put the station over here, then we can have stagecoaches and things taking things into the city, which is going to add another layer to this line, but I think will make the most sense long term. So we're going to bring the country road out here, and now we will do a station. Here we go. We want a through station. We'll start with 2 track. No, actually we'll start with 1 track. But we will have it be like that angle there. So then we're just going to have to do a truck station here as well. Get it very close to the train station. And then, shoot, the downside to this is that there are like no roads available. But if we put it here, we get some demand there. I really would love to get one right downtown at some point, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. Can we get a road back in here? Nope. I don't think we'll get that way either. All of these are expensive. It costs a lot of money to buy buildings to tear them down. And that's the tiniest road we can do. It actually might be cheapest to like come around that way, but that may be too far away anyway. So we will just go ahead and put our truck station. You know what we could do? We have a road here. Oh, yeah, we could do. Bring this road in. I'd love to connect it there. But the depot, we would have to destroy it in order to move it. Well, let's go ahead and do that. It's only a depot, it's not that big a deal. We'll put a small street back in here. Let's actually connect it. And then we need road depot and a freight station. So unfortunately, that still didn't get us much in terms of cargo here, but over here in Milwaukee, we could definitely grab a road here, come back. This one's going to have a lot of demand for food. We'll get a station there, and then we'll also have a station. Let's bring the road in here. And we'll bring it over like that as well. Just so that we have a little bit of control over what's going on. But this one will go here. Like that. Okay, so now we'll put a depot up here as well. Just because we probably should have one. Okay, now we just need to connect this to that station. So we're going to come over this way. And try and keep things as cheap as possible here. As well as straight as possible. And I do want to have the bridge over here, I think. So we're just going to keep going this way. We're going to curve in a little bit here. And then we'll come over up this way. Now we're getting ready for this bridge. And for now, I'm going to do the cheapest bridge possible. So one thing with this game is you need to make sure that your ships are big enough, or your bridges are tall enough that you can have ships go under. And it's showing right now that this bridge is not going to be tall enough for ships to go underneath. This is what we're going to do here. But I'm not worried about ships right now. I don't know if this is a glitch here. What's going on? That's a bit strange. Let's try taking this out. And it says it's connected. So we're gonna assume that it is. It's very, very low. But if we ever want ships to go through, we will address that. And possibly... Oh, we need more money again. Let's take another $1 million. This could be a problem. But anyway, eventually we may need to do a new bridge. But we'll deal with that when the time comes. So now we're just going to connect this into the station. And we'll also bring it out so that we can connect to this depot here. What I want is do that. And then curve in like that. There we go. So then this can also go off in that direction. Like that. Okay, so now we have our rail done. Now we just need to start buying the vehicles to get this production line working. So we're going to buy a train. And that's expensive on its own. I mean, the engine We want the one that's faster and newer, obviously. Then we also want... let's do 2 open wagons and 2 goods wagons. So then this train is going to come over here to the farm. New line. Come over to the farm. I did that twice. And then drop off over there. We're going to full load everything at the farm. What was that alert? There's no alert. Okay. And then we're gonna need another 500,000. These trains better be successful. Buy another one, and this one is going to be all goods wagons. And we're going to go from Prairie West up to Chicago West. You're going to full load Prairie West. And then let's, for the last thing, get a couple horse wagons, which... oh man, that's too expensive too. Okay, one more. We'll get 4 of them for now. And 2 of them are going to go here to here. Full loading. We'll rename this Chicago Food. And then, so 78 is going to, here we go, Chicago Food. And then 79 is going to be Milwaukee Food. Okay, and then this one can just also go Milwaukee Food. Alright. So let's come down here. And we want to rename these other lines we've got. So this one is the Des Moines farm. And this one is the Peoria food. Let's do this. Peoria processed food. No, yeah, we'll just do that. Food train. That'll work for now. So this train, it says, is going. It's got a full load. So we will kind of watch it, and hopefully we will make enough money here. And it's going 45 kilometers an hour, so that's good. Got the full speed. Curving around here. I'm very anxious about this, if you can't tell, because if this train line doesn't make money, then we are in serious trouble with this company, and we may have to start over. But I have a bit of confidence that we are going to be successful. But we will see here. Alright, we're pulling into the station. We should get a bit of money here. 48,000. Excellent. That is more than the running cost, so that is good. Now this one should be loading up as this processes food, but in the meantime that one is successful. The downside is right now we have 4 coaches here that are just sitting and waiting for food, and actually, which line are you on? Milwaukee food. Milwaukee food should be told they need to fill up. So that's a little annoying, but okay. Road vehicle 8 is ready for replacement. I don't know which one you are on, but we probably should turn on automatic replacement for all of these. Just because we're going to have to replace them, and hopefully we'll earn enough money that we'll be able to do that. But if we aren't earning enough for replacement, then we are in trouble. I'm going to leave the train lines off for now, so we're only going to do the stagecoach lines. And we can have automatic replacement on all of them. So what we'll do is we'll keep doing that. What is the oven? It's just the same thing. Now the good news is I feel like we are still profitable. Our stagecoaches seem to be doing quite well. For now at least. And I think we could probably fit more on some of these lines. But I don't want to overstretch. Here we go. Alright, so we have automatic replacement set for all of them. So road income. Road some more. So that is good. Our loan interest doubled. But a lot of this cost last year was in construction and new vehicles. Let's come back over here. This one is not fully loaded yet. But that's fine because I think this train will make faster trips because it isn't going as far. So I think this one will be pretty good here. Trouble is, so far it has lost 38,000. This one, the income was actually a little less than the running cost, which is not good. But we'll see. We'll see how this goes. This one is processing. How much do we have waiting here? Yeah, so we might be able to do another car or two on here. But this one should be ready to go soon. There, we made another 48,000. And now this one is making profit on there. Alright, so now train 2 is gone. Let's see what we can do here. Got a full load, so it's gonna take a while to get moving. We could speed up the game, actually. You could kind of follow this along too. This is kind of cool. We're gonna cross our terrible bridge. Hopefully we won't crash here. Cross your fingers. Yep, okay. Just a glitch. Very good. Got some coffee. a nice ride through the countryside. The only problem is that this area had very tall prairie grass back at this time, and this grass is completely mowed down. But that's just a tiny issue. So it's quite a long ride, actually. Maybe I should have chosen a different spot. We had a little lag there. But let's see where we're at. Oh, we had a autosave. That's what the lag was. Now, why are these guys... I thought they were supposed to fully load. That's a little annoying. Oh, but maybe they have a maximum wait time. Alright, here we go. 158,000. Excellent. And now we have food to deliver here. It all went to Milwaukee food, but that's okay. Because now running cost for the railroad is 177 and income is 255, so that is very good. We might be able to make a profit this year. Hopefully we'll make a profit this year, but we did buy some more new vehicles. And now these would be profitable as well. So let's actually... I'm not sure why the Chicago food one didn't get any of the food, but maybe that'll work out. And let's see, that's going to drop off here. So let's go ahead and hang out here and see what happens. It's kind of a weird way for the road to be, but oh well. Could probably build a road that's a more direct route. But eventually I want a passenger station in here as well, so we won't do that just yet. The traffic is fine through there anyway. Okay, here comes a cargo truck. Let's see what the earnings are here. And that will complete our food line. We can slow it down. All the way around, apparently. This must be the loading side. 4,000. Excellent. Okay, well, hopefully that'll be enough. So I think we actually may be nearing the end of the episode. I'm not really sure how long the recording has been going because I've switched to using OBS for this game instead of Screencast-O-Matic, and so I can't quite track... Oh, wow, look at how much food is there. We may need to get a second train there on the next episode. Get a second train on that line, and then we can get another one going on this line as well. And that will really help, I think. But we did make money. In 1867, we had profit again. So that is very good. And this episode, what we did was we built this train line. We now have farm going to food, and the food going all the way up to Chicago, which is a pretty long spot to go, and then it's delivering to Milwaukee and Chicago. And all of that should help both of these towns grow. I mean, it's all going to Milwaukee right now, but hopefully Chicago will get some of it. But, yeah. So, I hope you liked the video. If you did, please hit the like button. If you didn't, then too bad. Not sure why you're still watching. But, yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you next time.